Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the College Football Playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this College Football Playoff gets underway. He'll just take a knee. Drive and start at the 25-yard line. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking downfield. It's Hawkins. Makes a quick catch. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Single back, takes the handoff. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think of Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman. But DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. Some great history, not just the quarterbacks, running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Fires it on the move. Gets some space around the 30. Finally brought down all the way at the 6-yard line. Puts him in great scoring position.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return man decides to signal fair catch. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and it gets to completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Johnson. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back. He's running out of time here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. The sure hands. It's Giddens. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And the Wildcats will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. 4th down, he's throwing for it. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Back to pass. It's Hawkins. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. And he'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. Escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Great footwork, a big opening now. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, that was a disaster here for this quarterback on the option play. Not only does he not pick up any yards, he ends up going backwards trying to make a play, and now they're way behind the sticks.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Anderson. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Sooners will send their punt team onto the field.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on 4th down last time. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
To the air, it's Johnson. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
The Wildcats will have to kick this away. The offense will have to punt the first time this afternoon. Bringing it back, it's Sawchuk. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Running with purpose. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle, but 1st down.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Offense stopped behind the line. A big play by the defense to wrap up the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 7, Kansas State 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Scanning the field. It's Hawkins. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up a second down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's...
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down with the completion, moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker.
The pass is intercepted. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Wow, there's a risky throw here so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get...
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Gonna run it. It's Hicks. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, their hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He'll take a deep shot. And he pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Sooners pick up enough yards to move the sticks. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Well, they'll try to add the lead now in the PAT. Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Incompletion makes it second down. Looking to throw it again. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Pass caught. Second down now. Using his legs, it's Edwards. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. To the air, it's Johnson. He fires it. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Kansas State.
Turner trying to create good field position. And the coverage seam ends him in and brings him down.
And your Oklahoma Sooners will take over. First and 10.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the single back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Second down after that previous play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. They'll run it here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
At the 25-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Misses the receiver, incomplete. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. They've got him at the 48. That's a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Sooners hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
2nd down coming up.
Looking to throw. It's Hawkins. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's past the marker, still on his feet. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Sooners line up on 1st and 10.
It's another first down for the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Fights through a tackle. And they'll stop him after a short gain. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Oklahoma. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. Turn begins inside the 10. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. The Wildcats come up to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. It's Johnson. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
He hands it to the back. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the mark. Fourth down now. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's got it, enough for a first down. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. Short of the first down mark.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on third and short. The pocket breaking down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to pass. It's Johnson. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
At the 11-yard line. Brings up second down.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, and he fumbles.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. So in this possession, a couple things in play. Can they add to the lead and maybe, as importantly, milk the clock? On the run here. Let's it go. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. To throw, it's Hawkins. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
Quarterback on the move. Football comes out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
The coverage team able to bring him down. The K-State offense is back out on the field now. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. Trying to extend the play. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Tackle made after a solid game to spot the ball at the 34.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
And they heave it deep downfield. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the beatdown continues.
We're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Taking a shot here. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 45, Kansas State 7.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Going after, knocked right through. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking to throw. It's Johnson. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. And the Wildcats come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Here's another interception. We're losing track. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they